What is up, everyone? I bet you didn't see this coming. New webcam and everything. Well, we have a brand new snapshot today. I haven't made a snapshot video in like 3 years now, 2. Let's just get right into it. We have brand new leaf particles that you may see right here that fall off of, I think, all the leaves now. Yeah, this is Snapshot 25w02a, the first one of 2025. So we have falling leaf particles for oak leaves, jungle leaves, acacia, dark oak, spruce, mangrove, birch, azalea, and flowering azalea. And I think they're calling this the aesthetic update, which is really nice. Minecraft has needed this for quite some time now. There are also a couple of new pig variants. We have the temperate pig, which I think is the pig that we're normally accustomed to, this guy. And now we have the cold pig, which spawns in the old growth pine taiga, old growth spruce taiga, snowy taiga, windswept hills, windswept gravelly hills, and windswept forest. Okay. Lag. Wow. Here we are. Old growth pine taiga. That's interesting right there. I was not expecting that. This is my first reaction to the cold pig. Okay. And next we have the warm pig, which spawns in the savanna plateau, windswept savanna, jungle, sparse jungle, bamboo jungle, eroded badlands, wooded badlands, and badlands. So let's check out the warm pig. Huh. It's like if a fox and a pig had a baby. That's just a pig with a fox skin on it. I don't know how I feel about this. And it says when bred by a player... Let's see, they all like carrots, right? Yeah. When bred by a player, I'm just reading off the patch notes. A baby pig variant will not be chosen by the current biome, but randomly selected. Well, moving on from those pigs, we now have wildflowers. Very cool, and these behave just like sea pickles or the weird cherry flowers, I forget what they're called. You can place up to 4 in one block, and they're pretty. They spawn in the birch forest, old growth birch forest, and meadows. I kind of want to go to a meadow now. Yes, as you can see, this is a meadow. Check it out. I like the wildflowers. Nice. And you can use bone meal on these guys. Very nice. So many wildflowers. Also, they can be placed in 4 orientations, apparently. Is that true? Yeah, it's true. Whichever way you look at, depends on where, like, what part of the block it gets placed on. Another thing about wildflowers is you can use them to make yellow dye. Very cool. Now, we have a new thing called leaf litters, and it's just a bunch of leaves on the ground. Looks like a forest or something. I think it's the same kind of deal as the wildflowers. They spawn in regular forests, dark oak forests, and wooded badlands. Ah, this is interesting. So apparently, if you smell any type of leaf, you get a leaf litter. Let's see if this is true here. And it looks true, yeah. You get a leaf litter, but also they can be used as fuel. Just like that, we got a piece of steak. Listen to this. They also have a very unique sound. I feel like I'm in the woods. So now let's move on to the changes. We're going away from the new stuff. Lodestones are a bit easier to craft now. Before, I think you needed like a netherite ingot. But yeah, there you go. There's also some new sounds to the iron block family. So we got the block of iron, right? New place sound. It's the same sounds for all of them. Before it was just like the regular stone sound. It wasn't very good. But yeah, that's the same. And I think the sounds are different if you fall on them or hit them. Another change, zombified piglins now need to be killed by a player to drop the player-specific loot. Not exactly sure I understand what that means. But apparently it makes it consistent with all the mobs in the game, so I don't know. Look, maybe I should have done a little bit more research before this video, but another change, which I also am not really sure I understand, it's kind of technical, but apparently chunks loaded by a portal will now be reloaded again automatically when the world is reopened. Yeah, whatever that means. We're seeing all kinds of improvements to the Badlands biome because now farm animals can spawn in this biome. And I also forgot to mention earlier that the lodestones can also be found in ruined portals. Unfortunately, we didn't find one here. But yeah, apparently, like, I guess pigs and cows and those types of animals can be found in the Badlands, which is kind of weird, honestly. Also, this stuff right here, the short grass, is a little bit more sparse in the meadow biome. I think they should make it a bit more sparse in every biome, honestly. And the volume of the narrator is now affected by this bar right here. If we go to here, narrator.
Narrator narrates all options, music and sound options. Voice/speech 25% slider.
Yeah, it's affected by that.
Options. Accessibility. Narrator off.
Another interesting change is realms. When you upload a world to a realm, it automatically enables command blocks. May want to be a little careful with that in the future with your new realms. And it's also possible to upload hardcore worlds to realms now. Only single player hardcore worlds though. Bubble columns now make less particles and sounds when entities unaffected by them are in them. Now he's not making noise all the time. If the game detects that the last startup did not complete normally, the full screen option will be reset. And by full screen option, I mean this thing. Now, time for our last batch of changes. And this has to do with the Garden Awakens update. The Pale Garden apparently is basically bigger than before, but this isn't a very good example. This is the worst Pale Garden I've ever seen. But since they're bigger most of the time, now woodland mansions can spawn in them. Pale oak leaves and pale oak saplings have an updated map color. Pretty. Creakings, these bad boys can now be named with name tags. Hello, Jeff. Oh, and if you name a creaking with a name tag, they'll keep roaming around throughout the day. That's scary. But if it gets too far from its heart in the trees, it'll be torn down. I'll be honest, I haven't really played around with the Garden Awakens update that much. They're still resistant to damage, and they can still communicate with their hearts via particles. And speaking of the hearts, they now have a dormant if placed correctly. I guess like that. Dormant creaking hearts cannot spawn new creakings in resin. I need to play with this update because some of it I don't know what it means. So this is a dormant heart, right? And apparently the transition is, yeah, more apparent. It's fixed on a certain time. You can see it's awakening. Same goes for the eye blossoms. These things. And all of these behaviors are no longer affected by weather or dimension brightness. Lastly, we have a bunch of technical changes, like a bunch. And I'm not going to go through them all. And we have a whopping 72 bug fixes in this snapshot. Let me know what you guys think. I'm mainly doing this video because I want to get back into the swing of things. All caught up on Minecraft updates because I've kind of gotten out of the loop lately these past couple years. And I can't guarantee that I'm going to make snapshot videos on every single snapshot, but I was just really excited and I wanted to make this one. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Sorry if it was kind of weird. I hope you liked the webcam though, because I was like using my phone to read the footnotes the whole time. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, and I'll see y'all soon.